Houston, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. You worked the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he feels his team is finally playing the kind of football they expected coming into the season, especially with this win streak that has pushed them into the top 10. But he knows that can be fleeting. He said, I believe if we keep executing and playing the kind of football we're capable of, the sky is the limit for this team this season, and the guys are finally starting to believe it. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here's Mensah to throw. Complete out left to Wilson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Mensah. Look out. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
Very little will make a crowd. Like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arch is going to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
But you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and these top...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Punt is on its way. Trying to take it back. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Throwing, Mensah. Spits it out to the back. Caught. Breaks into the open. Oh, the quick spin move. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Manning. Complete left side, Coleman. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Moving the pocket, it's Manning. He's going to throw deep right side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he scored! Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From from the gun, it's Pringle. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Taking it the other way. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Pringle. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To throw, Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Out wide right, it's Odom. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Right side, it's Lofton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. He wants to take the top off. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Excellent focus, excellent concentration. That wasn't a quick throw. That was a shot deep down the field. How about being able to locate it and then the athleticism to reel that in with one hand? That was incredible.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught. Through the defense. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. 14. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Throwing Manning. Looking long. He's got it down the right side. Purdy on the Jets. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right down the middle. In traffic, it's Lofton. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He's got it way down the field. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Hurricanes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Mensah. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. From deep, it's Wingo. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. He had his man open that time, and just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell, just need to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And third down, they keep it on the ground. with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
On the move. Runs through a tackle.
And I like the thought process. So on offense here early in this game, they're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers.
He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Manning with a play fake. Out wide left, it's Odom. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Here's Arts to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Under pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Deep in the end zone, it's Wingo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sells to run, looking to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for...
Makes the catch and he's free. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Mensah to throw. Takes a shot at the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Hurricane. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Shepard. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got a little space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with Colorado taking on the number 18 team, the UCF Knights. And it's the Buffaloes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That pushes them to 11-0. Next game's going to give them the chance to finish the regular season undefeated.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Here's Manning to throw. Left side, it's Moore. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Hauls it in. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
sprinting away. The 40. Inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Mensah. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with this target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Chase to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Moore. Now the connection takes it to the 11. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, and there's so much aggressiveness in college football, and I'm here for it. I want all of it. Nice job, 4th and short. I'm buying my club, and now 1st and goal inside the 5. I'm trying to get that touchdown. Forget those field goals.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back.
Number 22, set to kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. He fires a bullet to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Throwing right. It's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level.
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Art's going to spin it again. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Manning makes the grab, makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Manning to throw for it on fourth. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Fit it in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Wingo. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. On first down, here comes this offense. Tells to run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Makes a deep grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Rush is on. And it's a sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Canes! That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, Manning. They're all over it. Unloads in the nick of time.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Right side, it's Moore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Arch Madness. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Motion from the back. Throwing Manning. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Right at the line. At the 20, he's got space. All the way. Touchdown, Texas. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Number 22, set to advance on the football.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Here's Arch to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Finds a tight end down the gut. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Manning. He unleashes a long one. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Mensah. Left side is Lofton. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Pringle. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's Manning to throw. Between the hashes, it's Wingo fighting off the defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And the defense, Abe, got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires left. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Tight end now in motion. Arch is going to throw for it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Out wide left, it's Edwards. So Miami signals for a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. On to attempt the try. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Manning. Left side, it's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Looking downfield, it's Manning. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the beatdown has ensued. They stretched this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Mensah. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love